Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Surprise, surprise, today we actually ended up getting a brand new patch notes based update in MW2 Warzone and DMZ. Usually Wednesdays are the standard like routine weekly updates, and as far as we know, we're still going to have that tomorrow with the new playlist update and everything and a handful of other changes. But curiously enough, we did actually end up seeing a brand new update go out today. The Call of Duty Updates Twitter account posted about this one. We see that we've got the Tuesday, June 27th update. And for what it's worth, it seems like we're getting a solid 1 to 2 patch note updates per week now. If we actually go through like the patch notes pages for every single season, it's like pretty steady 1 or 2 a week, which is nice to see. Before it was just like random playlist updates, background updates that does like the whole update requires restart thing, and they don't really say what's going on. But now we are actively getting the patch notes actually published. That said, let's get into these. So we have a handful of global fixes to start things off for bug fixes. Fix an issue where the cursor defaults to the XP token menu instead of loadouts when pausing while in match. This is a small update, all things considered, right? But man, is it nice to have this fixed. Basically, if you were trying to quickly change your classes or look at something in the menu and you go to press start, instead of going into the actual menu setup, you always started at the XP token thing down in the bottom right where you select if you want to activate an XP token in game. Small bug, but super annoying and something that actually impacts you more than you might think. So really nice that one is fixed, honestly pretty quick there. Fix an issue with perk packages being reset that prevented some players from logging in. Kind of a strange issue there. I feel like I didn't see that one talked about much on Twitter, but it seems like based on that description, that was a pretty big issue. So again, nice to see that fixed. Fix an issue where war track preview audio would overlap when previewed in another vehicle, so you just have constant sounds playing, obnoxious, but solid fix there. Fix an issue where players were unable to back out of private match matchmaking before the servers were available. So it would basically just make you be stuck in the menu while the server was setting up for private match. Another small thing, but definitely annoying if you were in that situation often. They also fix an issue where profile account level could display incorrectly on a fresh launch. Just a visual bug there where it might say your level like 200 if you were in fact like 727 instead. So some solid ones in the global bug fixes. Now here are some interesting changes to Warzone gameplay. Most of the time these random like little surprise updates are just bug fixes and random like menu or store bundle fixes, but we actually have some gameplay updates today. So initially for gameplay for Vandal Resurgence, so this is just for Vandal Resurgence, no Ashika and no Almazra included here, but perk packages are added to the ground loot and loot caches. So this was not a feature available on Vandal right away. It's now going to be a thing though. When you go through and you loot, you can actually find perks on the ground, which is definitely a solid upgrade. Being able to loot these early game or find them on players early game because you take them out is clutch, especially if you get some of the better perk packages that might have like High Alert or Ghost early on. Those are solid. They also increased the number of armor plates found in ground loot. Another solid update there. Just going to be easier to have more plates on you early game. Also, the tempered plate carrier was added to ground loot. Tempered plate carriers, I feel like they're honestly pretty rare in Warzone 2 as opposed to Warzone 1 where I feel like I've found them everywhere. It's a nice surprise when I go into a building and I'm like, oh man, we've got tempered this game. Awesome. That's a huge advantage to have. You're going to find those on the Vandal Resurgence ground loot now. That said, one thing I wish was included in these patch notes was something along the lines of reduced the amount of airstrikes and mortars found in the care packages or the loot caches, because I don't know, maybe it's just me in like the lobbies I play in, but it just seems like on Vandal in specific, yes, it's always chaos because the player count, and I love that, but every single person has an airstrike or every single person has a mortar, and it's just a constant spam of that. I would not be opposed to having that spam slightly reduced for what it's worth. Hey, if anybody from Raven or Call of Duty is watching. And by the way, as we're going through all these notes here today, if you guys are new to the channel, you like what you see, you want to guarantee you're always up to date with all things going on in COD, be sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on those post notifications, join us ultimately on the road to 1 million subs. And if you enjoy this video, let me know by dropping a like on it as well. Would be seriously appreciated. Also, quick little announcement. Today, G Fuel dropped a brand new collab flavor with Attack on Titan. It is a sick bundle with the actual shaker cup and the collector's box there, but even the tub itself, the art is awesome. Really cool collab. If you want to pick that up for yourself, throw in code Immortal at checkout. It'll get you a nice 20 to 30% off discount. Link for that will be down in the description below. But anyways, getting back into these patch notes for the gameplay stuff, contracts. They actually increase the number of contracts across the map on Vondel as well. So bounties and all the other options there, the kings and whatnot, you'll be able to find those more in your games now too. All solid updates so far, I would say. And then we get some general bug fixes as well for Warzone. They fixed an issue where the Champions Quest Titan 239 operator skin was displaying incorrectly in the front end. So this is the new nuke challenge skin there that is definitely flashy. It stands out for sure. The display of that is now going to be correct. Fix an issue where players would receive XP when dying while the most wanted contract was active. So just kind of a strange, inadvertent, XP award there, I guess you could say. Fix an issue where the quick fix perk would remain permanently active in a match after the pre-match lobby ends. Obviously, a very big one there. If you have quick fix on your lobby, like pre-game area setup, you'd load into the game and you'd have quick fix active right away. So from your first kill on, you'd be able to be activating that, which gives you a significant advantage before everyone's able to loot up, get some cash and buy a loadout, or the free loadouts come in. They also fixed an issue preventing players from leaving a match when their squad was eliminated. Just an annoying bug here. We ran into this one a bunch. It's like, okay, we got to go and navigate our way out of the game by ourselves. Our squad leader can't just pull us out. Kind of an annoying one there. Nice to see that one updated. Fixed an issue where a broken animation is present in the exfil cutscene if a throwing knife was equipped when a match was won. Holy specifics. A very niche issue there, but it's fixed nonetheless. Fix an issue where the monetary value of items disappears after completing the signal intelligence contract in DMZ. Then also fix an issue where the game could crash when trying to add a weapon to an insured slot in DMZ. I've seen a lot of comments about that one recently with games crashing from the menu in DMZ specifically, more than I anticipated, but apparently it was a widespread thing. Once more, solid to see that one updated. Kind of surprised there's no initial patch notes here regarding the various XP bugs that are used in some out-of-map exploits right now. Then also the stim glitch thing where basically you can continue to open up the medicine cabinets in Warzone right now in the gas and get new stims and be able to basically survive in the gas for way longer than you should be able to. Maybe they just fixed that in the back end and didn't want to include it in the patch notes here, but definitely some other issues that are prominent, but that does wrap things up for this section of patch notes as we go back towards last week's, which obviously we've already covered. So handful of pretty positive changes in this one, nothing too major, but some solid ones for what we have. That being said, that's going to wrap things up. If you enjoyed the video, let me know by dropping a like on it. And if you are new here, be sure to hit that sub button, turn on those post notifications to always know whenever I upload a new video. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.